We are here today to memorialize Mireille Knoll. Mireille was an 85-year-old French Holocaust survivor who was brutally murdered last week in an anti-Semitic attack in her home in Paris. Mireille was taken from her family and from all of us by the same evil she so narrowly escaped as a young girl, anti-Semitism.
As a child in 1942, Mireille Knoll escaped the Nazi roundup of occupied France. Most of those captured with her were sent to Auschwitz, never to be seen again. She lived because her mother had a Brazilian passport that was used to spirit her family out of that Nazi net, and she evaded the ovens of Auschwitz. But she was still killed by anti-Semitism nonetheless, after she was stabbed 11 times and left to die burning in her apartment in France. She was 85 years old.
This image of Mireille Knoll is haunting, escaping the ovens at Auschwitz, only to be burned in her own apartment. במעלות קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע המזהירים לנשמות כל אחינו בית ישראל שנטבחו בשואה.
In the past few days, France has been the target of 2 attacks. In Carcassonne, one single terrorist killed 4 innocent people, including a gendarme, Colonel Arnaud Beltrame, who traded his own life for one of the hostages. And in Paris, Mireille Knoll was assassinated. These 2 attacks are 2 sides of the same evil. Terrorism and anti-Semitism go hand in hand. Same abject act, same fight, same challenge to our values.
Israel welcomes the determined, unequivocal stand of the President of France and the French establishment, which condemned the murder and expressed complete commitment to the fight against anti-Semitism.
Today, President Macron attended the funeral of Mireille Knoll and reiterated his conviction. Anti-Semitism, I quote, is the dishonor of France. We fight every day for a republic of honor and fraternity. Therefore, we fight every day against all forms of anti-Semitism. Yesterday, hundreds of thousands of French citizens, Jews and non-Jews, marched in the streets of Paris and other cities to stand up for the values of our country. France would not be the same without her Jewish heritage. The country we defend and fight for is the country of Marcel Proust, of Henri Bergson, of Léon Blum, Simone Weil, and many others. We shall not forget Mireille Knoll.
Why is it that generation after generation we see this irrational, misdirected hate passed on? Is there anything we can do to eradicate the cancer of hate from the human condition?
We need to be able to act. We need to be able to call upon our leaders, the elected officials, to make changes. We need to know that they're listening, that they're not just paying lip service. We need to know that we have a role to play, that we have the power to act, that we have a responsibility to engage.
Let us also pledge, as individuals, to carry out the final charge of our mission, to engage. Do not let ignorance go unchecked. History has taught us that standing idly by as intolerance and persecution occur is not an option.
Earlier today, AJC CEO David Harris said, "I don't want to be the canary in the coal mine, because the canary dies. I don't want to die. I want Jewish people to be able to live without fear. I want Jews to be able to live in societies that welcome them, that understand who they are. And I want our societies not just to welcome Jews, but all people, all minorities, be it ethnic or religious or international, those people who live in our society, who are our friends and family. That is why we are here.